And welcome back to another YouTube video. This is quite literally the day after the last video you guys saw, and that's when it ended in this thing not starting. I ran out of gas and it wouldn't start again. That's basically what had happened. But anyway, last night I went and tried to start this thing back up after, I let it sit for a little bit, and it actually did. It actually did start up. So I'm a little confused on what's going on, but if I remember correctly, we're still having the problem where it's smoking real bad and still smells like fuel. Even after everything we did, we verified the timing, we verified everything. So let's get into the light here. So basically, I'm going to take this car out. I'm going to show you guys exactly what I mean. I'm sure you're able to tell in some of the videos, but we're gonna take this thing out. We're gonna do a little test drive just up and down the road. Then we're gonna pull it in, and I want to ohm out the injectors and see if we can figure out the problem, or a problem that we can fix. And basically that's all I got. So welcome to the video. I hope you enjoy. Let's start. You can see we're still smoking pretty bad, and it does not smell like oil, don't smell like really coolant or anything like that. It's not like a sweet smell or anything. It literally burns your nose. But what I am going to do is I'm going to put the right boots on our spark plug wires, and I'm going to put a new pressure regulator on, because we're not getting enough fuel pressure. But I'll explain why. Let me do this first. So let's get it. Alright everyone, so there has been a change of plans. If you can't see, I already got the manifold off, the intake manifold and all that good stuff off, sitting right there. But basically, this is what I've discovered. So I was, changed out the fuel, pressure regulator, and I ended up pulling out some of these injectors. I ohmed them out, okay? The ohms look great. They looked spot on. Every single one of them was exactly where they were supposed to be. But I looked on the top of them, and there is a buttload of dirt inside of the screens. And I'm like, well, okay, we can either A, clean those injectors out, or B, put new injectors in. And in my personal opinion, it would benefit me more in the future to replace the fuel injectors. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to buy a set of stock 19-pound injectors, and I'm just going to put all 8 new injectors in. And that's something that'll give me peace of mind to, well, not have to do later in the future. So this is kind of where I'm at right now. So I'm like, well, we can't really do anything until we get, our new injectors. But what we can do is the valve cover here. So if you can't see, I'm sure you can see. These mother lovers are freaking nasty. I might as well just take the time and clean these up and put all new, you know, I got the hardware because we're actually missing a bolt right there and a bolt on the other side too. And clean these up, repaint them, and all that good stuff. So I think that's what I'm gonna work on right now. Just kind of tidy up this engine bay because I might as well, while I'm here and can't really do anything else, I might as well just go and clean these up. So I'm gonna take a second, I'm gonna remove the valve covers, and I'm gonna start washing them. So yeah, let's do it. I'll get back to you guys when I get back to you guys. Alright, I just wanted to show you guys what I've found. So it looks like there has been a little bit of head work done to this. So we got these crane cams, looks like Ford Performance. What are these? Lifters? Whatever the heck these are. And springs and everything. So looks like there has been, this has been loved at one time. But obviously we're having problems now, so let's, you know what, I'm gonna put you guys on a time lapse. I'm gonna clean, before I'm gonna put those back on, and I'm just gonna go ahead and clean these valleys, clean everything up, and probably remove the spacer so I can get a good seal and everything on there. This is what I got going on, and so I'll show you. So I started cleaning this, right, with the Scotch-Brite, as you guys probably saw or did or didn't see. And I mean, the top looks good and everything, but honestly what it really needs is just degreased and just washed and re-scrubbed. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna re-scrub this, or not even re-scrub, scrub this and degrease it, as well as these valve covers. So I'm gonna take these valve covers off. I'm gonna get them all prepped up, and even clean this spacer, which looks like it got broken there at some point in time. Definitely was not me, I promise you. I've washed and degreased this. I took the wire wheel to it, so that's why it's kind of like all pitty. That's all right. It's a lot cleaner. There's no like weird dirt spots anywhere. And then if you look here, look at my mess. It's a freaking mess. I went ahead and also cleaned these, and I sanded these down with, oh man, what did I sand these down with? 120 grit. Got these set up on my my pizza box, and we're gonna kind of put a coat. I'm gonna make sure this is black. I mean, it looks black, or maybe Rust-Oleum. Let's see what Rust-Oleum does. We're gonna probably put about 2 or 3 coats on here. I'm sure it's gonna flake off with the heat and all that, but at least for a little bit it'll look a lot nicer than it is. Got it all scuffed up, especially like in these thicker spots. You can see it'll still flake off. I know it will, but with time. Let's see how this looks. Oh yeah. Alright, there's the first coat. Looks all so beautiful, but don't look too close because it's not that good. But I guess we'll get into, I got something I gotta tell you guys. So, amidst putting all this together, trying to figure things out and, you know, making this thing a beauty, street legal, all that good stuff, and back on the road. I gotta be real with you. So, this past weekend, Easter weekend, I guess you could say, my uncle came over, which is the one that helped me get this thing, you know, get my Escort, and he's the one that helped me fix it up. And so he came. He's a really good mechanic. He knows a lot about a lot, and especially with these Ford chassis and the 5-liter especially, it's one of his specialty engines that he knows quite a bit. And came over and we went through and done a bunch of testing and things like that. And I should have known. I should have done some of the tests that he did, in which I know how to do some of the tests that he did. Basically, the rings on these pistons are shot. There's a lot of blow by, and I know I should have checked it, and I had suspicion, but I didn't want to, you know, I don't want to let myself down in the sense of trying to get this on the road. I just wanted to run, you know, have a running car that runs good and everything. But basically what I'm saying is this engine is going to have to come out. And you might be asking yourself also, why in the world are you spending all this time still trying to fit, you know, trying to put this entire engine together and make it look nice? What's the whole point in that? And the point is even though these rings might be shot and, you know, the car is not 1,000,000%, I'm still able to drive it. And I should be able to pass inspection, even though this engine, you know, this engine is not the healthiest engine in the world. I'm sure if we did a compression test, the compression test ain't gonna look the greatest. But regardless, a lot of these parts that are coming from this engine is gonna go onto a new engine. You're like, new engine? Right over there I have a 302 that when I had bought this car, the engine came with it. If you watch one of my first, you know, the videos with this car, I kind of show I got another 302 that came with the car. So I have a whole nother, you know, long block. It's the whole engine basically, minus the accessories and a few things here and there. I have a whole block I can build from. Now there's a few routes I can go. I can take the whole, you know, tear it down, and I can bore it out and put all new, you know, really nice pistons, rods and pistons, and really nice, you know, everything. I could do that, but right now I'm balling on a budget, and, you know, I can't even think that far yet. I just need to put this back together, but let's go over some of the options here. I have that complete engine. I can either tear it all down and redo it from the bottom up, or I don't touch the bottom end. hope and pray that everything's solid, which I that came out of a running car, and I could try and just put heads and cam and things like that, just like a normal build. I could do that, which is probably the route I'm gonna go. Or here's another option. My parents have a 1996 Ford Explorer with a 302 that my uncle, who had helped me diagnose things on this engine and just help me do things, get my car and whatnot. He done all new crank all the crank bearings. He did all new cam bearings, and basically resealed the entire engine and put it back in the Explorer with, he tore the other Explorer. It's a new engine, so the Explorer that had come out of had 100,000 miles. So it does have 100,000 miles, but maybe I could do that. But what I don't know necessarily what to do. I'm kind of heartbroken on the news I got, with this car, but it still runs, it still drives. Not the best. We sorted out the surging issue and things like that. But we will, have to put a new engine in this. This does need a new engine, especially if I want to run it right and run it hard, and I can't really do that with this in its current state. So I'm just getting this car back together, getting this car good enough to where I can drive it. I just want to take it to ice cream. I want to take the wife out to ice cream and things like that. So that's basically the plans for this, and it's a little heartbreaking to me. I mean, so far I have put a lot of work into it, but I know in the long run, I was planning to do it anyway, build another engine and things like that. Right now, this is just the budget, the budget Foxbody, and I believe I've come up with the name, and I absolutely love the name, Foxanne, like Roxanne, right? But with Foxanne, and Foxanne here, she's gonna get a new heart eventually. But right now, she's gonna be a little sick for a while, probably till the end of this year. So be expecting, I have a lot of choices to make here, but be expecting some engine building throughout, the next few months. And we're gonna get this thing running tip top. I want to get it all straightened out. There's a lot of things that we need to do. And we just got to figure it out one step at a time, right? So I'm going to let those valve covers dry, and I'm probably going to put a second coat on them, and I'll show you guys basically the end product. I still got to get the new injectors, but I'll show you guys what the new valve covers and new hardware looks like, and yeah, I'm excited. I really am. So first off, I'll show you this. Got the intake, the upper intake, put back together, so she's ready to go back in. And I also have the valve covers in. Look how nice they are, but don't look too close. Don't look too close, but you can look at it from up here. Also, a lot, more clean. When I made the spark plug wires, made them just a tad bit too long, just about everywhere. So I'll pop that back on. They need cleaned up a little bit. If I want to make this look nice, we're gonna have to redo some stuff. But here's what the passenger side looks like. Boom. New hardware, newish. That one there and that one there. The new stuff would not work. New stuff would not thread down in. I think these old ones are just a tad bit longer, which makes sense because these are not factory valve covers. But this one, I believe I got Oh, yep. Not, there's an old piece right there. But don't worry, I have everything saved. If anything ever goes wrong, I still got everything. Distributor, spark plug wire, new boots. That's checked off. New fuel pressure regulator. That's good. Now, even though all the injectors ohmed out good, resistance was good, I'm just gonna end up getting new injectors. I'm gonna try to get these ones cleaned and maybe have these for on the side to you know, have just in case, or to put on something else. If I can get them cleaned up, we'll be good to go. But new injectors, and I think honestly this will be ready to go. Obviously new tires, this one keeps going flat, and obviously we still have the kit to go. But this video, I think we accomplished a lot of things I've wanted to do, especially repaint the valve covers, and I mean, it just it looks so much nicer. So I really cannot complain. I'm not gonna say anything else in the sense of what I'm gonna do next, because I'm still trying to figure it out. But don't worry, we're gonna get things done together. But anyway, I guess that wraps up this video, and yeah, I'm proud of what we did today. I really am. We did a great job together. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.